Nah, it's fine.
We rocking like that?
Yeah, we rocking.
Myself about a year ago.
Yeah,
Bring us in?
yeah, we good.
Roll
You want
up,
to pause that? We gotta.
Put it on the big screen.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hold on. We gonna do this. We gonna do this right. Listen here. Look here. We gonna do it right. Listen.
Yeah.
Yo.
Let's
Look at the lens for
at
me.
the end of the land.
Yo.
Nice, baby.
Look, check this out. As you can see, we are starting at ground zero, my guy. And the thing is that we got to get the ball rolling. The thing is, we have to start with what we have. And I'm over here sweating. We're in the box. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we're going to introduce ourselves. If this is your first time, consider like, subscribe, and share this with your favorite person if you find this informative for you or educational, because the purpose of the Wisershift podcast is to... Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Is to slowly shift the mind, body, and soul for a better life. If you're interested in survival and prepping, just surviving skills, basic life skills, or what's happening in the news and how to better your life, this is the podcast for you. And of course, with our own personality, we'll bring you the information you decide for yourself. Without further ado, I'm your host, Mr. Wiser, and to my left I have...
You know your best co-host ever is Z Scott in the building.
Yes, sir.
I just want to tell y'all I appreciate the last interaction with our last video. It was amazing.
Awesome.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and let's get it.
And on the top of the podcast, I want you to drop your social so they can follow you, because I messed up last time and we didn't get that towards the middle or the end.
you know it's all good.
Okay.
It's Z Scott Nation.
Right there.
Remember, it's Z.
Yes.
My last name is Scott. And you know I'm bigger
Talk
than
to
the
him.
nation.
Look straight in the lens.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we not gonna hold it. We gonna move, because right now we got stuff to talk about. Now to my right, Mr. Big Stepper. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. We got share mic. Big budget coming in. We gonna get our own mic. Don't worry about it. Tell him. Introduce yourself.
It's time, ain't it?
I mean, do I want to be introduced as who I am really, or do I want to be introduced as who I am socially?
Come on now.
Whatever you let the people know.
The boy is Rico B. Fishing.
Hear me.
That's the social.
He be fishing.
He be fishing?
Rico_B Fishing.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, that's what I does.
I forgot.
That's what I do's all the time.
That's it.
We ain't sponsored by Bass Pro Shop.
Let us put that disclaimer out there soon to most forward come.
But my boy right here,
I'm on the way.
God's willing.
Woo.
Let's do it.
2023.
All right. So listen, we want to be, how can I say it, very informative, but at the same time responsible with our social commentary and viewpoints, and also present the facts to you guys, and you make your own decision, because like I said, this ain't conspiracy but reality. Right. So let's go straight into it. We're not even going play with it. We're going straight into what's hot right now, and this is something that we're going to have difference of opinion, but we got to present the facts. And let's be real, the first thing I want to introduce this, and this is a free-for-all, just a bunch of banter that we just going to talk about different various topics, but nevertheless, get what you can get from it and really help yourself. And let's indulge in this conversation. The very first thing I want to introduce about this topic is, if we had a topic and summarize everything, is this podcast episode is all about how do you prepare yourself with the social activity that's happening outside your four walls, because there are so many things that's happening, from the economic forum meeting and having their own agenda, and our own federal government doing their own thing here in America, and of course our state and local level, we have different things that's happening. But this particular issue is not new. Some people are desensitized from this kind of footage and activity, and some have allowed it to take them, basically hijack them emotionally and respond. And some, like myself, I'm just right in the middle, waiting for the facts and see how things plays out, but not having a knee-jerk reaction. So who want to go first in viewing their thoughts on this? And I'll let you introduce it because you brought this to my attention.
You know, this topic right here is very personal to me. Because
talk to the mic and look at the camera. Talk to the people.
This is so personal because
yes, sir.
All three of us up here are black. Indeed.
Last time I checked.
All three of us up here are black, right? So, the Tyre, what's his name? Tyre Williams? I mean, Nichols?
Tyre.
The Tyre Nichols situation. 5 black officers
from Memphis.
From Memphis City. Police just beating on them. Beat them to death. Then came out and lied and said, oh, well, that didn't happen like that. And woo, woo, woo. Listen, if it was any of us, I would want you guys to ride for me.
Okay.
Right? It's personal to me.
Okay.
I feel it because I'm black. And that's black on black. And how the police, before the video even dropped, the police was in jail. Other time, it take what?
Weeks,
6 months.
A year, months.
Hey. For the other side to even be questioned.
That's right.
They give them time to really put their story together, basically.
So we all watched the video.
And we're gonna watch it here live and do a reaction to it. That's right. And those who are listening actively, I do strongly tell you to go to our YouTube channel and watch the footage too.
But I will tell you this though, if you're not strong enough to actually watch this video
or stomach it,
don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it
because you have to be in a certain level of mindset.
That's right.
Right? Because if you don't have that mindset, it's gonna eat you up because it's another black man gone once again.
Yeah.
Senseless. And this is just a new reaction for me because it's by other what?
Black men.
Yeah. Come on.
Black police.
That's right.
But the thing is, one of the biggest things besides defunding the police and all these political reaction that we had with the past incidents is that some of the things that was presented was that why don't we police our own? And I'm gonna pass this question to you, Rico B. Fishing. What do you say about how we are being treated, and even now with by our own? Basically, to me, I definitely want to put that. I want to ask you this question. What do you think?
Well, personally, if I may put this out there with you guys, it's a heartwarming factor and it's a heart melting factor at the same time by the warmth.
Yeah.
First, I want to say this: it's understood incorrectly by the other side how it should be taken by our side.
The viewpoints.
The viewpoints.
Tap on that. Tap on that.
Leave her there for a minute, like Pastor would say.
So our viewpoints of being mistreated don't necessarily first derive from police. So on the viewpoint of it's the police, it's not necessarily the viewpoint that we as black people are coming from.
Okay.
It's coming further. It's coming much further from an entirety in life of the mistreating of black people generally.
Okay.
It didn't start from the police.
So you say this is just an undercurrent.
This is just the undercurrent thing. But nevertheless, even back in the time, the police had their own play in this mistreating of black people. But 400 years ago, 500 years ago, 600 years ago, however far you think or you want to go back, it's always been the people of color being mistreated for their viewpoints not either one being heard, two felt, three understood.
Okay. So when I first was introduced to this story, it kind of like, for me, honestly, it kind of like, I really didn't want to cover this, honestly, because there are some biases on both sides. And until we can really sit down and allow things to, how could I say, unfold and let the layers of this onion be peeled back and understand how much is at play without emotionally getting involved and not having a knee-jerk reaction, I can understand that. What
See, hold on.
Do you want to watch the video so we can definitely go?
Hold on.
Talk to us.
Hold on.
Come on. This is the wisest shit.
You can't just sit back and be like, your emotions. How can I put this? You have to get just a little bit emotion, and just emotional in this whole process.
Yeah.
Because it's another black man. It could have been me. It could have been you. It could have been you. It could have been your brother, uncle, anybody. I have to be. It's personal to me.
Yeah.
So when you say without being emotionally attached to, from my viewpoint, I am.
Yeah. That is fine.
But hot. Why is it?
But listen, I am playing. I don't like to use the term devil's advocate, but being the opposition advocate on this side, not saying that I am taking a side. I am trying to objectively arrive to a right conclusion.
Correct.
And sometime what I understood from past experience from others is that when you are when your judgment is clouded by anger or how could I say it? Emotional, definitely. Because whether you're a believer or not, my favorite book, which is the Bible, says quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. And the thing is that I apply that in my life because one of the things that we don't want to do, I get it. Between you and I, we have to slowly make a decision. Are we going to react like MLK or are we going to react like Malcolm Little? Those are two different spectrums.
See, this is my thing.
We have to pick a side or stay neutral.
We can't stay neutral. It was another brother killed.
I get it.
I think that's one of the biggest pieces that we're not getting.
Okay.
We not getting that.
Why you say that?
Because I'm not sitting back and being over emotional. I'm making this decision to the little black kids out there to be vocal about it. Because a lot of people ain't gonna be as vocal about it.
Okay.
There's a lot of black people who really don't care.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself when we talking. And I'm looking straight in the camera. Be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Are you emotionally invested in black people or do you just hate black people?
Ooh. That's a good question. For the sake of the argument and also those who are listening, because we have different group of people listening, I would, and also potentially don't want to get any kind of like strike or anything like that because of the content of the video. But I would strongly for you to go watch it. We'll put a link in the description, or go on YouTube and search it and do your research for yourself.
Your own due diligence.
But getting back at the topic at hand, our listeners who are not watching this as a video format in whichever platform that you're watching this podcast or listening to this podcast, the reason I invited these two brothers as my co-hosts is because we want to dive into the conversations that we select and have different viewpoints and bring the facts, because we don't want this to be an echo chamber. And I do get your point on that. Do you have any rebuttal in regard to what he says, or do you have anything new that you want to put on this topic?
Okay, so my rebuttal, right? My response to what Z Scott Nation, Z Scott Nation. Make sure y'all get that. Make sure y'all go press the like button. Wisershift on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you go press the like button. Watch the videos to its entirety. You dig?
Where you can put your ads and advertise on this podcast.
This is how it goes.
Talk to me.
Come on, Nico, be fish and talk to us.
My rebuttal, my rebuttal to that. I am a victim, so I'm able to have two different views.
Okay.
My first view of me being a victim is my issue is rage.
Okay.
My issue is rage, and not necessarily rage in the fact of I want to go do something. I want to go do something. My issue of rage being the fact that I know on some instances, okay, much pressure is applied, much pressure is needed.
Indeed. Yeah.
On some instances, you got to think first humanity.
Yeah.
Because whether I look white, black, blue, green, or purple, if you can't treat me as a human,
That's key.
what do you see me as? My second thought is on the totally flip side, like
End of the spectrum.
reverse the whole thing, reverse the whole thing, because there's two police that have helped me, dearly, and both of them were white.
Yeah, that's new. It's good.
So when I sit and look and see this video, once again, y'all go watch it for yourself. You chew the meat, you spit out the bones. When I look at this, what I see is internally, as if this was my own house. Internally, you have a uncle that's okay with murdering his nephew.
Oh, that's a good perspective.
Or a father doing it to his son.
Say that.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. First of all, being a victim of police brutality. I've been yanked out of my car. With not knowing what I've done, anything, just been yanked out the car, stepped on, beat. I've been pepper sprayed, I've been tased. We could just leave it right there. So this is personal to me, not only on that level of brutality, but on the same level of you doing this to your own kind, and the next man that's not your own kind is doing it as well. So as you being your own kind, what do you see me as?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like I said, I really don't want to, because we have different audience, and as we're building this podcast, I want to be respectful to different audience out there.
That's right.
And we're not swaying and catering to certain people, but we want you to go watch this. But describing some of the part in this video, talk to us
Man, look,
all right.
Look. It's not about us swaying nobody. It happened to a black man, so we're going to talk about black issues. Be with us with these black issues, or be against us with these black issues.
It's okay.
So for me, this is a black issue. This is a right or wrong issue. This is a my brother's keepers issue. So that is what we're going to be talking about. I'm not finna straddle the fence on this. Let's go.
Okay. We're not trying to sway anybody, and two, we're not straddling the fence. The key goal of this topic is to be objective. I get the anger, I get the frustration, I get the victimhood, and I get the different perspective. But the thing is that we have to realize that if we don't take a different approach to really find solution or provide solution to the people who are watching this, we might as well count it as lost, because we can easily be angry and speak about these things and display the anger and people will see it. But then the question we have to ask ourselves and those who are watching is that, what solution are we providing, or how can we approach this situation and maybe help those who are watching and maybe make it better? Because I get your point. I'm not dismissing your point.
So you
talk to us.
So you tell me, how do you bridge the gap between police and community?
No, just because this conversation been going on. If you want to talk, if you want to
provide a solution,
yes, that's what I want. Let's brainstorm some ideas and how, because remember, this podcast is all about bringing you to the mindset where you're able to be prepared.
That's right.
In whatever situation it is, because I don't want it to do a disservice to those who select to click on this podcast, and while listening to it, it's like, okay, we're just projecting anger and just going around you know what I'm saying. Let's and again, I'm not dismissing your viewpoint and your anger. I'm not dismissing that, because it's good, it's needed, because but there's a time and place for all that. And the time, we all know when is the time, and with part of the knowing what is the time is knowing what solution we come up with and how we're going to apply it. Because here's the thing, a lot of people don't understand that true wisdom is the application of knowledge. What we have learned from the past events.
That's correct.
Because are we just going to react instead of being proactive in regarding to that? Again, I'm mediating this conversation because I don't want to be one-sided. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be as objective, like I said, to it. So what solution, you can answer this or you can answer this. What solution do you think that have not been how could I say it, expressed yet? And let's be mindful of the mic, because we want to keep doing this tap on the
tap tap.
Yeah, because
tap tap.
It can be loud.
Peoples, every solution has been discussed.
It has.
Every solution has been discussed.
But it's happening.
All right. So, I am the Malcolm X in the action.
So you Malcolm Little.
in the mind, I'm Martin Luther King. I put it this way, so that everybody across the board, black, white, blue, green, purple, I've seen all people change colors. All of the solutions have been discussed, every last one of them. The difference is, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all, like 1,000%.
Let's do it.
Because I understand what Brother Z's saying. I get it. But black people, this is to you. This ain't to the other side. This ain't to nobody else cross this track. This is to you. Y'all talk too much. That's the issue. The solution to it is stop talking and start doing. Y'all know they put the liquor around the corner from your house. You know they put the guns in the stoves. You know they put the dope on the block. Y'all knowing this stuff. But yet you still choose to say the guy that stayed right across the street from you is your enemy.
Look just like.
But yet he looked like you.
Yeah.
This is something where I say on the first instance, it brings rage to me. Because these are black men.
Hot, boy.
On top of a black man. So what do you see? What do you see? That's the question. What do you see? The solution to that is, do you see yourself? Or do you see your enemy?
And this time we can't bring it race into it, because that was black.
You can't bring race into it. You can't bring race into it. So my frustration has always been with the black man that has been against me. Always. I don't have to have a frustration with the white man that's against me because I know he's against me. He's been against me from the beginning of time. But when the black man has an issue with me being a black man, I have an issue. But the solution is very simple. The solution is you need to tell me what's your issue with me. And every black man, every black woman needs to do that. That needs to be the conversation between black people. Because unless we are together, we're divided. And once we are all divided, that's how they continue to keep conquering. But once we come together, which is the solution that y'all like to discuss, y'all like to just talk about it. Once we come together as black people, that's where the inferior comes from. Once we come together as black people, then the true understanding will be heard. Yeah. But if you can't listen to what you hear, then you can't understand.
You had something. I see.
Brother instant up like, bruh just touched the spot.
Talk to us, man. This is your topic, man. Talk to us.
We need that.
We need to talk,
man. You know, cause I'm
get in the frame. You want to get in the shot, man. Get in the shot.
Man, I'm like,
it's touching, bro.
Man, bro,
it's touching.
Like, you'll go to the store, right? And
yeah,
it's crazy. You'll go to the store, and you'll have the most positive reaction. Mm-hmm. And you'll be in a good mood, mm-hmm. right? And you see a black brother.
Yeah.
He'll look at you like,
yeah. Don't even know him.
And you be like, man, like,
you
like,
good?
Man, like, what's up?
Yeah.
But you genuinely want to say, hey, bro, like, man, I hope you have a great day.
That's what's up.
We can't even do that.
Can't do it.
Why?
Huh?
Because the first time you look at me and I look at you and I look at you a little bit too long, what you want to do?
That's it.
We have
that's it. Talk here. Talk here.
People hate black people.
What the world going on?
Like, it's just I kind of feel like that because it's just like, why can't we ever just talk?
Can I say this?
We need
this might help a little bit. Have you guys heard of the Willie Lynch letter or syndrome? I think a lot of us are suffering from that.
Y'all watch the movie 300 but don't know what the movie 300 really saying.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Listen.
It's been longer than 300 years and the same stuff going on in this letter that was wrote still going on.
Man, that's crazy.
Z, talk to us. I see your wheel is spinning and you want to say a lot, and I don't want to be a buffer from.
No, I'm good, man. Y'all good, man. You know?
Willie Lynch.
Come on, man. That's boy. I feel like this is so. Black people is just being so insensitive to other black people. Like,
That's
it is.
We in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like how we can yell Black Lives Matter.
I don't even subscribe to them books.
But until the gang members understand that Black Lives Matter. Until man, come on, let's go to another subject, bro.
Second of all, them little cliques that's calling themselves gangs, y'all need to stop the mess too.
You know what's so crazy with the gangs that they call themselves gangs?
Yeah,
they was over there in Iraq.
Woo!
Would you still?
Woo!
Man, I'm telling you, Swiss man.
Talk to us,
bro. You still you
hello?
Like, I'm telling you, hello. I'm ready to go home. Like I'm ready to go home.
Nobody was on the phone.
But what I'm saying is, you want to sling iron in the street.
Woo!
But when you had ROTC in high school, you didn't want to wear that suit. And you didn't want to wear them shining boots.
Yeah. With your pants on your waist.
And guess what though? You could have had any weapon you choose.
And one of them.
When you went in the service.
Come on now.
But instead you want to terrorize your neighborhood. right? And instead, nowadays, you want to terrorize the women, the elderly women.
Come on.
That ain't doing nothing to nobody.
Come on.
Just to seem tough,
Yeah.
and just to seem like you and man. What is it worth? What is a black life worth to black people?
Come on.
So don't tell me Black Lives Matter.
Come on. That's right.
For those who subscribe to that, you might want to look more in depth because listen, they give us these holidays, they give us this
don't give me
leaders, they give us these.
Put it on my check. Put it on my check.
But listen,
I'm riding by my brother. Let me tell you something. I just,
Yeah.
I'm riding by them.
And my sister too.
I'm not my son. Power to the people. I ain't playing. Because I understand this. If you want to change something, you're gonna have to do it from the inside.
That's right. That's right.
Do you gotta think? Do you really hate black people? When you wake up in the morning, what you so angry for? Because you got an opposition, a real opposition.
them ops are really themselves, really. Listen, let's just miss this. Let's pivot and make this conversation a little bit more interesting.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about how and why do us black people, we have to include ourselves, why do we have that mindset? Briefly, I mentioned the Willie Lynch letter, and a lot of it is still applicable to the self-hate and destruction that is taking place among our people. Right. And the thing is that I'm noticing is that from an outsider looking in, because I'm Haitian, I'm from Haiti. I came here in 1999, so I have the 22, 23 years of experience being here in this country and assimilated and understand the culture and just America as the culture, American culture overall, and also being a neutralized citizen of this country. I have a new perspective, different perspective, and those who know Toussaint Louverture has been a general that did great wonders, and I'm finding out that during the Civil War, some of the Haitians helped doing that part. Yes. I believe in Louisiana. I say all this to say this: from outside looking in, the moment we as black people, a collective or a minority, comes together, or the act or the potential of coming together, there is alphabet agencies in the government, or our own people, or outside nationality or groups comes in, and what they do their best to keep us apart.
Yes.
My question to the panel, to you guys, is that what are the things do you think we'll be to accomplish as a group or as a united group of people? Do you think we'll be able to accomplish great achievement like the fictional characters in Wakanda? Or do you think that we're going to continue on this path being realistic about it? Talk to us. Are you optimistic or you'll see the half empty cup?
I'm really going to be very...
Talk to us. You next.
I'm going to be very real with you. We're going to stay on the same path.
Not bad.
Woo!
If we
come together, I'm not going to do that to myself.
Talk to us.
We ain't coming together because in 2 weeks this will be gone. Go ahead, Rico. I'm done.
Rico be fishing.
I be fishing all the time.
And if you're not, I'm sorry.
Woo!
Don't follow him, man. But go ahead, talk to us.
So I have two views to that.
Talk to us.
Right. The first view is everybody come together.
Okay.
Right.
If or when?
When.
Okay.
Right. The win, and we ain't talking about Martin Luther King dream, because if you know, you know, and if you don't, it's not my fault.
Go research it.
Do it for yourself.
They got him, man.
Come on, man. If you're going to be ignorant, then I got to let you be ignorant if you want to. But if you don't want to, we could put you up on a little bit of game, and it ain't talk pop PlayStation either.
Yeah.
So that is when we all come together, right? Mm-hmm. You have the group of people that choose to say, I don't want to be a part of the all.
Come on now.
Which we know y'all. We see y'all every day. Now, if we were to all come together,
condition word.
That man, that is very conditionally understand. And if you don't understand why that is a conditional word, you might need to look up the object of that actual word and not necessarily what you think it means. If we were to all come together, that would be a marriage.
Give and take.
Everybody's not going to have the same percent to give. Everybody's not going to have the same percent to take. Everybody will have their same percent to offer. That offering would then make everybody equal 100%.
Collective word.
Collective. If you do not want to equal 100%, you will join that part of the group that doesn't want to be together. If you want to put your percentage in to offer to the coming together of black people as a united way or a unified culture or a unified people, that is how we become 100% or collectively win and not if. When you got a mindset that something has bothered you for enough, or something has bothered somebody that you care about enough, or something that has happened to somebody you love enough, you'll change your mindset.
When is the breaking point?
That's straw.
You see, this conversation caused that question.
Yeah.
That question is important to the black man and the black woman. Because if you don't understand that question, then you never have a point for the next generation or the next generation or the next generation. You have to understand when the point is supposed to break. The point is supposed to break. And if it doesn't break, then that means your point of view will always be the same.
Yeah. So let me ask this question. Some people say we need to take action. Some people has been brainwashed, was like, nah, I think we okay. Like you said, they'll just
put it out
next week they'll just forget about it.
Come on, bro. It happened.
It's the same routine.
Put it out.
My question to you: don't you get tired of that? And what's next? What's next?
Another dead body.
That's it.
What you mean? What's next? What's next? What's next? We gonna do the same. Let me tell you something.
That's why I don't want this conversation.
Same thing. Every
cry about it.
Time. He gonna be a nut. How many times we said Breonna Taylor in the past? George Floyd. We still check on the family?
Come on, someone forgot.
Come on.
You only remember the names when it's another dead body on the street.
That's right.
I don't want to, man. I don't want to hear nothing about no unity, because these folks ain't trying to unify. They trying to just get by another way, and when it benefits them, they gonna say, "Oh, it's Black Lives Matter."
Right. Right.
But tell your cousin to get off the corner though.
Listen,
and see what he tell you when you tell him that.
My ops looking for me.
My biggest thing is understanding the calluses or the calluses, the beginning part.
Yes.
A lot of us know it. Some of us are like trying to learn and understanding it. But my better part of this conversation is to really see, okay, how can we use this energy, this feeling that we have and this anger that we feeling, how can we capitalize on it and make it work for us? That's the thing. Because I know we're going to forget about it next week or a couple of weeks from now. Or after the case is settled.
So don't ever forget that you black. Ooh. I mean, let's just be real, and I'm not even gonna play with you.
Sit there.
I'm not about to play with nobody.
Sit there.
Don't ever forget that. I don't care if you made $1 billion. You black.
Come on.
They didn't think they'd get caught.
Yeah. Talk about the internet
You
video.
think that you behind that blue, and that blue was gonna help you? You ain't got no pension no more. Your family will forever be shamed.
Yep.
Don't ever forget
That's rough there,
that
bro.
you a black man. Woo! Ever. I don't care. LeBron James.
Come on.
If he come out wrong,
Come on.
all his money is gone.
They gonna hang him up.
I don't care how much good you do. It ain't happening, bro.
They made an example of Kanye.
Oh. Center blocks thrown. I don't know if one of y'all got hit with him. I hope not. Ooh.
It ain't happening.
Michael Jordan still living lavish and doing everything that he feel like doing because he ain't crossed one of them.
Nope.
It's better to keep your mouth closed. That's what they always shut up and dribble.
You beat me to the punch.
Shut up and
You beat
dribble,
me to the punch, man. And what did they wrote on LeBron Gate?
Come on, man.
Do y'all remember what they?
Come on, man.
Listen, it doesn't matter what position you occupy as a black individual here in this country. Just know that you are still, you're still black. And I try my best not to make it a race thing, but sometimes it's so obvious in your face. You have to address it. If the sky is blue, it's blue.
That's right.
It's 1 + 1 = 2. It's 2.
And my thing is this. And if the sky is blue, let it be blue.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and act like the sky red, nothing else, just because you got some other friend.
Oh, yeah.
And you hang around other people and your tax brackets is on another. If you cross one of them, they're going to put you in your place.
That's right.
Yeah.
You still black.
Yeah.
You still black.
And stay there.
But here's the thing for me. I have to speak for those who may not have the voice to say this. And of course, again, moderating this conversation, yes, I'm bringing different perspective. And one of them that I want to bring to you guys' attention is that if you have individual who, don't have, the cojones.
That's right.
to speak.
That's right.
How can? Because listen.
That's right.
What they don't want is kind of something like the Haitian rebellion.
When is the breaking point?
You said it. I ain't want to say it. I wanted you to say it because you Haitian.
You tell me. When I ain't burning. Let's not burn no more cities no more.
Ooh. Yeah, we destroying our own.
We ain't going over there to win the men burning nothing.
And there's people from out of state doing that too. And they fly back. Yeah. You have Antifa. Yes, you have police officers because they did it during the January 6th. Those who knows. There you have people who are being identified as active law enforcement personnel and different agents that were with masks doing these things. Let's put our phone on vibrate because these things gonna be on the audio. You have people in different groups pushing these things. This is a true saying. They say that when there's blood in the street, this is the best time to invest.
That's right.
With these wars taking place and these chaos taking place, like I told you the other day when you told me, okay, we got to talk about this on the podcast. I said, what is it? This issue or this current activity is distracting us from?
Well, they're gonna pass another bill.
But yet they didn't pass no bill for us. They had stop Asian hate, but yet this Asian guy went into this spy and shot up 10 people.
Look,
What about that?
Look, check me out.
Talk to us.
It pays to see black people in pain.
Wow.
That dollar don't stop when it pays.
It does. Wow. In many situations, it does.
And this is the situation too. You don't know what they like. Me and you was talking on the phone because I said I wanted to talk about this topic, and I started to think when you said, "Well, what else are they trying to?" They got so many agendas, and we just want one agenda.
That's right.
To be treated equally.
Here's the issue with that. This analogy should be understood by every single race that there has ever been created, even though we know which one
We'll leave that there.
is the only creation.
Talk to me.
The steak in front of the dog on the treadmill will never be received by the dog, but he will run at speed 1,000 to get that steak, not knowing that he will never get it. The rights that we have as black people are well deserved, but there's a stake that it don't even have to be all of us. It could be one of us. It's some black people in high places. It's some black people in real high places
Puppet masters
that know a way to cut the string of that steak that's hanging on that treadmill. Why y'all ain't came out with the solution to cut the string yet?
because the master told them not to. Wash your mouth. Shut up and dribble. You don't see other stuff talking about this, do you?
What the NFL stand for? What the NBA stand for? Do y'all know the acronyms of this stuff? National Basketball Association. You better dig a little deeper.
NFL.
National Football League. You better dig a little deeper.
Negroes.
Uh-oh.
Police.
Uh-oh.
I give you $1 million. You'll entertain everybody in the world.
Hold on. How about these drafts?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Auction block?
Is it?
This Negro can tall, can jump.
I like him. He's big and strong.
Ooh.
He can run fast. He can do something for me.
You're in the sport arena. Why we don't have football team owners in league NBA leagues? Not leagues, but teams owners. What's up with that? This conversation is, like I said, it's a lot of banter going a different rabbit hole, but we're gonna talk about it as it flows.
Yes, sir.
We gonna jump down the rabbit hole. You don't want to jump down there. Hey,
Yeah.
we appreciate you. We'll see you on the next episode. We gonna talk. We gonna talk today.
Funny thing is, we know Elmer Fudd somewhere riding there, but we ain't really worried about you neither.
Okay. I'm thinking like this.
All right.
The Jewish
Community.
owners.
Ooh,
Right.
man.
They own.
Be careful, preachers. They might cancel you, man. Tread lightly, man. No, I'm joking. Speak your mind. This is Wisershift.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. As long as God living,
Come
I
on.
don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna tell the truth.
And nothing.
And man, listen.
Is it gonna set you or make you free?
But that blood.
Y'all better figure out the terminology.
Don't listen, preacher. Listen.
Hey, I got a quick question before you go into that. Keep that. I got a quick question. Just real quick. Y'all bear with us. If a whole country, an entire country could find themselves so unified that they overthrew the ones who claimed to have ownership over them, Why can't us as a one people claim that same unity?
They'll mow us down.
I don't mean to shot this bird out of the sky, but there were many attempts, and a lot of them fell, and some came close. But the reason being is that as long we have those what we call, just because they're skin folk don't mean that they are kin folk. So that house Negro will definitely infiltrate.
You just seen how those 5, no, those 6
That's right.
officers
That's right.
just did that to that black man.
Yeah, we circling back to the original.
I'm gonna tell you now, all kinfolk ain't systemic police brutality. You're gonna have to live up to what your other padres need to make themselves a name in that police force. That's why you got formed into a group. Use
The blue shell.
Hold it.
Let me say this.
Hold it.
A lot of people gonna say, man, these brothers just talking about the black experience. Yeah, because we black. We gonna talk about it. But the truth is that y'all might not want to hear this. It's also happening to others too. But it's focused.
Yeah, predominantly.
And target. Yeah, that's the word.
Yes, sir.
On us. So that's why we are basically like a bulldog going at this, because it's the truth.
I'm gonna ask you this.
Talk to me.
Why you think they hate us?
This
Preacher, think about it now before you speak. Why you think they really hate us?
my answer is long,
Something.
but go ahead.
If we unify, it ain't no race on this earth.
Tap, tap. Tap, tap.
Go ahead. I forfeit my speech.
Tap.
If you are reading between the line, you are accurate, and those who may not understand the lingo or the undercurrent of this conversation, let me just say this. The overall point of this conversation is the frustration of black people. And if you are of different nationality listening to this podcast, just hear. I continue to listen. Don't click away, because this is the type of point of view that you need to hear so you can get an understanding, because not everybody can do that. And the moment you're able to hear both sides and arrive to your own conclusion without a media which is controlled by individual and companies to give you a propaganda agenda, you would never get what's going on. That's why I see a lot of zombies out there, and I'm not talking about zombies as the Walking Dead, zombies of those who do not think for themselves. They just go along with society and what is presented to them. Because I've seen people talk about different things, but they are regurgitating a lot of view or talking points that when I ask them further question, they get it. There's like deers in headlights. They can't really explain themselves because they are repeating what their family or someone said or what the newscasters. You know, I was laughing when a few YouTubers, what they'd have done, they take clips from different states and countries, and they translate it if it was in a different language. They show you us that it's the same information being repeated to everybody.
That's right. That's right.
The news anchors, they saying the same thing. So if there's no free press and really First Amendment which is a freedom of speech without doing harm to others or assassinate someone's character, without proper cause, why are we allowing these things? Because some people just don't know, and some people just going along.
That's right. That's right.
So I really can't fault some people, but really just listen to this conversation, continue the conversation, and advertiser, this is where you can plug in your ad. So reach out to us.
Hey, let me say something real quick.
We're not sponsored by Bass. We're not sponsored by Bass Pro Shop. He just swagging over here. I just told my age. I'm just using swag.
This is something that I've always said in this professional conversation, or not professional, political conversation that I have, with majority of people. I have a daughter, right? These my brothers, by the way.
Amen.
We all have daughters, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
The crazy thing, right, about what we can tell our daughters to do would be something that we're teaching them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
experience.
If I tell you to sit down, am I teaching you to sit down, or am I only verbalizing what I want you to do? If I say sit down and then I show you what I want you to do, am I telling you or am I teaching you?
You're going labor there, man.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I'm following you.
Come on.
I'm following you. Go ahead.
Y'all gotta take into consideration the two views of the same thing, but two different ways.
Yeah, different perspective.
The first one is, I'm finna tell you what to do. The second one is, I'm gonna teach you what to do. The thing with the first one is, I can tell you to go pop some popcorn. You don't know how to pop popcorn. So you're not necessarily going to know what I'm telling you to do. But if I go and tell you to pop some popcorn and then take the popcorn out the pantry, take it out the box, take it out the wrapper, open it up, open the door to the microwave, put it in, close the door to the microwave, press the numbers, then press start. I just taught you how to pop popcorn. My issue is, I'm sick of these officers not knowing how to tell people what to do, yet teach them the same thing that they're telling them what to do. What you're telling me what to do is not what you're training me to do. These officers ain't being trained to be police. They're being trained to be enslaved and told what to do.
Yeah.
Not only are they being told what to do while they're still enslaved, they're also being taught how to do it.
Let me say this.
What's y'all take?
With that, I'm gonna say this. For those who are watching, and this could be another episode, please do your research, because I'm just gonna make mention of it. Police, I'm gonna summarize it. Police were nothing but slave catchers. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So I didn't just want to assume that you guys know that. There's a high percentage of individual that look like us and also different nationality that don't know that. Police were individuals that went after runaway slaves and bring them back for a fee or whatever. But understanding that and see what it has developed to be, we can see the bias or the unequal treatment against black people in ways. Because if it was another group of white individual who did this, this would be delayed. We wouldn't get no footage. We wouldn't get quick reaction on how they are disciplined. They all fired. And all this stuff wouldn't take place. Again, this is just a view, but we seen the differences when it comes to judgment according to this system.
Right.
So to answer your question, not your question, but your statement, my rebuttal to that is that we need to understand the root of certain things and see how they tell us that they are supposed to serve and protect.
Come on.
But a lot of people don't know that the government or those who are in power, they're not obligated to serve you in that.
That's right.
You are responsible for yourself. That's why on this podcast, my goal is to really help you guys with these brothers,
Right.
really give you guys the perspective to have a balanced life by remaining prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because if we don't do that, we'll perish.
Woo.
We'll perish. Go ahead. What you have to say about that?
That's what we got a Constitution for, folks. Let's protect it. It's for us. It ain't for them.
For the people.
I'm telling you.
My thing is this. We can't get there using our fingers.
Ooh.
Sometimes we can't get there marching.
Even if you got 1 million.
Or just talking, neither.
Remember, I think that COVID year was our time to really stand up.
When it first jumped.
Why you say that?
Come on.
Talk to the people. Because remember, this is a audio experience. So
Everybody was in the house. We could have been like, hey, we gonna go outside. We gonna stand up. I don't want to do COVID. I don't want to wear no mask no more. We can't keep using our fingers,
Twitter fingers.
feet, just talking. We need doctors, lawyers. We need people that's gonna really do something.
Action.
In office. And we need to, and it's just, let's just talk about it.
That's right.
We don't need no more basketball players. We don't need no more football players. Show me the African American boys that's willing to lay their life to move us forward.
Yeah.
Right?
Boy, you touching.
Listen,
You touching.
these young kids right now, they don't know nothing about standing up. You know why? Because their whole life has been taught to them on a level to where, hey, you do this. They ain't got no mind for their own self. No.
That's big.
Because when somebody get a mind for themselves, they start thinking for themselves.
Hey, we're gonna wrap it up in a few minutes, but I want us to really have our final thoughts on this topic.